Welcome back to the Early Life Crisis podcast. How you guys doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well.
This is episode 4, right?
I think
believe.
so. Episode 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's episode 4.
Yeah. How have you guys been since it's been 2 weeks? Has it been 2 weeks? Over 2 weeks since the last episode. We took a week break, but
Yeah.
for an important reason, because we had our graduation. Finally, we can be done with uni forever. We're just regular people now.
We've officially graduated.
Yeah, we're
all over now.
No more uni officially. Never have to see anyone from uni ever again, apart from each other.
What's it called? Do all your exams on the last day. Never have to do that again. Staying up all night. That was technically my fault.
We might end up staying all night for actual work if we're depending on what we end up doing.
Yeah, but at least I'm getting paid for it, you know.
Yeah, true. Rather than paying them.
That was just basically free labor.
Yeah. Well, no, we were paying them to.
Or paid labor to them, yeah.
Yeah. But then they paid us as well. We got budgets for our. That was one of the best things about uni. They gave us budgets for our films, and then we got cameras. We got good cameras.
Yeah, they
I mean the Arri Alexa.
Who knows when we'll be able to use an Arri again? Yeah, that was I miss it.
Yeah,
the Arri carried my film. I don't think it would have been anywhere near as good if it wasn't for the Arri. That camera's beautiful.
Oh, it was such a good camera, man.
Yeah. Did you ever use it, Luke? Have you?
No, I never used it.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, it was maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe.
If we can ever get our hands on it again.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting my filthy hands on no bad boys.
Should we just split it? Should we buy one? What is that, like 20k each or something?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not too much.
Yeah, that's fine. Just have to dip into the savings a little.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's what savings are for.
So yeah, but we had our graduation ceremony, which was cool. Which we got to wear the gowns, and we threw our hats in the air and went on the stage at the Brighton Dome, which was quite fun. Did you have a good time, Marcus?
I was pretty nervous, I can't lie, but
I wasn't too nervous, but I think
I was only nervous when I got
on
to the stage.
It's literally as we walked onto the stage, I was like, "Oh shit!" And then as soon as I left, I was fine.
Well, yeah, I was literally the exact same. Like, I was kind of nervous.
It's hard to mess up. I think everyone was worried who would be the one to fall over, but no one fell over in the end.
Yeah, I've really thought I was going to fall over.
One guy forgot to shake the hands of all the people, and one guy, I think one guy just ran across the stage. But
yeah, I mean, one of them weren't in screen film school. I want to know who.
Did you see your friend Junior?
Yeah.
He held up his football kit. Yeah. That was quite funny. That was the best one that I saw.
To be fair, that was because of his grandma. Like, I think she's either she's really ill or she's recently passed, and her favorite team was Porto, which is like the shirt that he held up for.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, no, he's a Liverpool fan, but he's Portuguese, so his home team or his Portugal team would be Porto, FC Porto.
Yeah, I just ran across the stage as fast as I could and tried not to fall over or miss anyone's hands.
Same.
But no, it was cool. It was cool to finally have a graduation. I mean, but it's over now, and now we have no more uni. We can start working. Has anyone
have a degree now?
Yeah. Has anyone made progress on job hunting, kind of?
No, not really.
No, you still been looking?
Yeah, just scrolling in Indeed. It's a lot of fun. But there's a few things out there.
Yeah.
I think, as I said last time, I'm looking at a lot of video journalism roles. Yeah. There seems to be quite a lot of them out there. I think as kind of like TikTok and YouTube increase their influence, these more legacy companies are now looking for people who actually know how to use social media to run their pages. Yeah. So there's a lot of jobs in that kind of series, but yeah, I've no luck so far. What about you, Marcus?
I mean, to be fair, I haven't really got anything yet. I mean, my sister wants me to do a professional show reel for her and her band. And I mean, I wanna do that, but like they're kind of like, well, her band's like really professional, and like one of the drummers, I think apparently one of the drummers is in like another famous band or something, so he probably knows like how a show reel should be done.
No, that's good though. If you just make it really sick, then
Well,
maybe
yeah,
you
I was
can
basically
Yeah.
saying to
hire
her
you
that
for the other band.
I was saying to her that I can get like a film crew, so I was thinking of obviously getting you guys, but then also I was
Yeah,
saying
that'd
to
be
her
cool.
like we need to get equipment and stuff, and the
Maybe we can
equipment's
take
the
out
part that's
equipment from
expensive.
maybe
Well,
use
that's what I was
Zoom
going to
for the
try and
equipment.
do. They said that they'll let me know how much their budget's going to be, and
Yeah,
potentially be a paid stuff like paid gig for us, like for us guys as
No.
well. But yeah, I mean that's probably the only closest thing right now. But I'm still trying to work a few things out.
yeah.
What about you, Kieran?
I'm closer to finding an actual like just a job for money, nothing film related. But I've just been not even working this whole last since moving to Brighton, which has been a couple months now. I think like 3 months or something since September.
Yeah, be 3. Yeah, well, 2 months, but 3 months
Yeah,
since you started, basically.
yeah. But
No, it would be 2 months
I
actually.
think
Yeah.
I might hopefully have finally found a job, but my interview's next week. But yeah, no, that's what I've been kind of searching for, just any kind of job. I haven't really delved into like the like film related jobs yet, but I think I'm gonna take some time to just work so I can pay rent for a little bit, and then on the side, that's when I'll like start working on a couple of projects, maybe direct my next film. That's currently my plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but and we'll keep doing this podcast every week, and I think this just means we're staying productive and
We're doing something at least, you know.
yeah. Which has been fun so far. I think we've been doing good. We haven't run out of things to say just yet, and we did say in the last episode that we would have a guest on this week, but I think we
Well, it was
tried to
meant to
get
be
the other one.
last week, but
Yeah,
obviously, like
it's because it got mixed up with the whole.
people's schedules, they were just really busy. So,
Well,
like
Mark was in Brighton for a
Yeah,
while.
we couldn't
because of
redo it. That
the graduation. Yeah,
we couldn't get guests on, but we will have a guest very soon.
yeah,
Time will tell.
yeah. True. Yeah, so I thought we'd change the structure around this week. We decided that instead of like we did last week going straight into the industry news, I decided to scrap that and just do the movie news. So I've got a list of a couple movie news things, unless someone else has anything else they want to talk about before we go into the next segment.
No, I don't think so.
No, that
No.
sounds good. Yeah.
I think Luke, you mentioned Dwayne Johnson and his like set behavior on the Red One film and like the budget and stuff, which I did find a news article like where I think he commented on it. He basically said, I think his comment was that there's some truth to the claims regarding like peeing in a bottle.
What?
And yeah, because that's what Luke was saying last week. So basically, Dwayne Johnson on set was like late a lot of the time, and he was getting
Yeah, I
paid like
remember that
what
bit,
did you?
but I didn't realize he paid.
And
He
he like
peed in a bottle.
he peed in a bowl and like handed it to. Is that what you're saying, Luke? Is
Yeah. That's what I heard anyway.
I knew
and
that
then
he was like being late and
I
stuff, even though he's like being the most paid
and
out
he
of
got
any
paid
actor.
like a big load of the budget as well. Yeah,
But wasn't it the most? Isn't he like the most paid actor now from a job, from a film
I
job?
think I think that's what it was. I think that's what
Yeah,
Luke
no,
said.
it was him, and then I think Robert
Oh yeah, we
Down
googled it, didn't we?
Robert
Yeah,
Downey
Good
Jr.
time.
was
Oh,
second, I think.
I think yeah for Civil War, but then
Yeah,
he's about to beat it for
and then yeah, we'll shortly like take over when they do.
yeah. But he
Dune.
revealed, he said, his statement was, he said, yeah, that happens. And he called the entire controversy bullshit. But he admits that he was also sometimes late, but not to the extent that was outlined in the report.
To be fair, what are you can do against him? He's the bloody bot.
Yeah, he
genuinely, what are you
said,
gonna do?
yeah, that happens too, but not that amount. By the way, that was a bananas amount. That was crazy ridiculous. So I think what was reported of how much he was late was wrong. But he was late sometimes, and he did admit to peeing in a bowl. So it's basically true.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole like actors and how much they get paid and like equates to like their labor is always like it's a thing that I never like know how to like figure out because I totally get the argument that they the driving factor to the film most of the time, particularly like someone like The Rock or Margot Robbie or Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds,
It's almost like
whoever.
marketing for the film because people
Yeah,
watch it just for those actors.
yeah,
And
you are
it
like
puts
you're
people on
not
TV.
only like a worker, you're also essentially like a commodity for the film and for the studio. So I think like the amount they get paid to some degree is pretty worthwhile. Like I think they deserve to get paid, kind of how I think footballers like deserve to get paid the amount they do, to a
Mm.
degree. But I think when you're looking at such high numbers, like 50 million, I mean, particularly if you're like kind of working in the way that they're working, and like maybe it wasn't to the extent that the reporting is, and maybe it was a bit of a hit job. I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
The industry has kind of seemed to have a thing against The Rock lately. I don't know why. He's probably annoyed some producers behind the set or whatever. But but yeah, I don't know. When you're like when you're clearly taking that much of a piss in a literal and I guess a literal sense and also a metaphorical sense, as The Rock was, um, it seems like I don't really know how you can like justify being paid that much. But I do think actors deserve to get paid like a really decent amount
Yeah. At
for the
the end of
traction
the
they
day,
bring into the cinema.
yeah. At the end of the day, these films are making like some of these films are making like billions, and
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think Red One did, but is it out yet? I don't even know if it's out yet, but
I don't think it's out yet.
yeah.
The other argument I've heard is if that money is not going to the actors, it's going to the
Yeah, the
studios.
producers and
And I would always
I'd
default to
rather it go
wanting
to
to give
the
money to
actors.
like the workers of the
Yeah,
project as opposed to the like essentially the shareholders.
yeah, exactly.
Um, so I guess in that sense it's good. I think I would just it would be good to get a bit of more equitable pay throughout the whole crew because of the unsung heroes of film like the runners and the sound people and the lighting folks kind of get like not even a tenth not even like a hundredth of
Yeah,
what the
literally,
Rock would
they
get
should just
paid for that project.
all they'd have to do is take like a couple million off how much the Rock,
Yeah,
which is like nothing to him at this point, and just
exactly.
hand it out across
Yeah,
the runners and the
I would like to see actors maybe on their own accord because I wouldn't trust like a studio to do anything
yeah.
in that way. But may actors maybe on their own accord if they are getting paid such absurd amounts, particularly if you've got like a net worth of like The Rock, to maybe be a bit more distributive with their paychecks. But I don't know. You can't really expect that from people. It's just what it is at the end of the day. But I think I would be fine with actors getting paid an absurd amount if you had people on the set that were literally if you didn't have people on the set that were literally like getting paid minimum wage, and sometimes with like these studios they found out how to pay them even less than that through like freelance contracts and whatever. But yeah,
No, because like the people on set, they literally will be like, people don't realize like if you don't do film, like you don't realize like being on set is like a general. It's longer than a normal. It's not. It's longer than 12 hours sometimes. Like sometimes you're on set for literally the whole morning and whole like day and night basically. So it's like a lot of people that, well, a lot of like the cameramen and like the lighters and all that stuff. All the people that like the runners, they're like after even everyone's done like acting and stuff. Like they have to like pack down everything as well, and it just takes a lot of time. And they don't even get paid that much. So I
yeah,
feel like definitely like you said, like definitely someone that like at least some of the money should go like towards their pay. Like I feel like they should get
sure.
paid more for what they do. I do get
And
the whole
then
shareholders thing, but it's also like at the end of the day, like if you want like a if filmmakers were getting paid more money, there'd be way more films and stuff that are like being produced. I'm sure. I feel like that probably would be the case. I
well
don't know.
I mean and then you can kind of see how that would then create an adversarial dynamic between like the kind of more working class stuff I guess and then the relatively wealthy actors um
Yeah, because I think
and
actors should definitely get paid.
and I you saw this a lot around the strike last year it was a lot of people being like, "Oh well, actors get paid a ton, so why are they complaining?" And like the top actors do, but most actors don't. Most actors don't get paid
Yeah, unless you're really famous.
anywhere near that. I mean, even look at people like on pretty huge TV shows. I remember at the time Aaron Paul was saying that his kickbacks from Breaking Bad was next to nothing, despite it being like one of the biggest kind of dramas of all time. But because of the way that they're now kind of, I think it was Aaron Paul. It was one of those like, it was like a lead character in a show like Breaking Bad.
Nah, Aaron
I'm
Paul
pretty sure it
makes
was
sense.
Aaron Paul. Yeah. But you see that kind of pay disparity between even like different classes of actors, and you like you do really wonder where the money is being siphoned off. So if it's not going to these actors, which I mean, aside from people like The Rock, kind of being the headlines of, oh, they got paid like 100 million, 50 million, or whatever. Um, the money is not going to the actors most of the time. It's um going to the shareholders in the corporations that make the film. Well, not even, they don't make anything. They allow the films to be made by their accumulated wealth. Um, and then it creates this kind of like class divide within the workers, where you have the higher paid workers, like higher paid actors, versus the lower paid actors, versus the even lower paid crew. Um, and then you get this dynamic where people are like, oh, why are actors complaining about how much they get paid when like there's a very legitimate reason why, because actors are not getting paid as much as you think, um unless they're in those high positions. And I think, even as I said, in those high positions, they do deserve to get paid a pretty like reasonable amount. But I think that's just a problem with the film industry being one of the biggest uh kind of capital industries there is, probably. I mean, the amount of money that cycles around the film industry, and often doesn't cycle around because of how much goes in the back pockets of investors and shareholders, is pretty like damning. But that's just kind of that's the system, I guess.
No,
But yeah.
no, I feel like at the end, I do feel like that for certain films, actors do deserve like that kind of money, just for the fact that these films are making a lot of money, and a lot of people would just watch this. They'll be like, "Oh, have you seen the new Rock film?" And they'll go watch
Yeah.
the movie. Whereas a lot of people, like myself, would just probably wouldn't watch that film because I don't want to watch the new Rock film, because
Yeah.
getting a bit burnt out of the Rock at the moment. But speaking of the Rock, one of the other things I had was that he has recently starred in an A24 movie, which he
Oh yeah.
said it's called Smashing Machine,
Yeah.
and he said that he feels like the movie has changed his approach to like how he views what films he should like act in. He said that he feels like he's evolved, and yeah, I think he said he wants to. He's always made films with the audience in mind, and now that he's just done this biopic role, it's kind of made him realize that he wants to start doing movies that resonate with him on a deeper level. And I just wanted to ask you guys, well, how would you feel about like a comeback from The Rock, where he just does all these like, I don't know, like these dramas, and because that's kind of something we haven't really seen
I'd like to
before.
see that. I would like
I
to
mean,
see.
I'm all for it.
I think
Yeah, I mean,
I think the only reason I'm sick of The Rock is because I'm like sick of these kind of blockbusters films, and I think all of them have just become, they're all kind of very similar, and I'm just not really into those kind of films. But like I would be genuinely quite interested to see him do some serious acting and see if he can actually act like really well. And
I mean, he
I'll
acts
definitely
in a
watch the.
he acts within a very narrow range,
Yeah,
So him expanding
exactly.
that
Yeah.
would be really interesting to see, and see what his actual kind of limits are.
I think,
Because
yeah, I think the A24 movie might actually be a film that I would watch because
yeah,
The Rock's in it. As we were saying earlier, like I don't watch films that he's in at the moment because I know they're all the same kind of like just like I don't know, just films I wouldn't like. But then this might actually be a film that I would be quite interested in. I think it's just interesting. I want to see how he does, and it would be interesting if he continues to do
To be
films
fair,
like
my
this.
favourite Dwayne Johnson film would be Journey to the Center of the Earth, the second film.
Yeah.
Like, I
Classic.
actually think that's probably his best one.
Yeah, I never watched the first one. I used to just rewatch that film all the time when I was younger.
No, the first one's elite, but the second one was actually really good. I like
There's
the
Josh
second one a lot.
Josh Hudson in it as well.
Yeah, I like Josh Hudson, Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I mean, I'd definitely want to see him do more. Like I'd like to see him like broaden out and do more films. Because I mean, like you said, he's kind of like he kind of plays like a typical role in like all the films that he plays. Like you kind of know what role he's going to be, just because of like just the way he looks and everything. You just know it's going to be someone that's like hard or something, or like someone that's like actually strong and stuff like that. But like it'd be interesting to see him in like different types of genre films, like drama and stuff like that. Or just I don't know, just see him do different films, like create different films and like try and find like a type of genre that he's actually like really good in or really good at.
I feel like that's one of the reasons I never watched Red Notice, because that's the Ryan Reynolds and The Rock are the two, I think, main actors at the moment that always play like the same kind of characters.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Red Notice. Actually.
Ryan Reynolds does get criticized for that a lot, but I think when he plays Deadpool, it works out like perfectly because he's like meant to play that.
Yeah, but
film.
he's just the best Deadpool. Like,
anything else, I'm kind of.
I used to think of anyone being a better Deadpool.
Yeah, I feel like that's one character they couldn't replace because it's just he's just
Iron Man.
so good in it. Yeah, Iron Man. I feel Iron Man is more replaceable, I think, than Deadpool. I think Deadpool is just
that is in the way of like the MCU. I feel like you could have a new Iron Man, but I just feel like I don't know. All actors in the MCU are just like I feel like they're just perfect.
Yeah. No, but yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like Ryan Reynolds was just perfectly cast in that one. But I used to love him. I used to love Van Wilder. I used to watch Van Wilder when I was younger. I don't know if either of you guys have ever watched that, but
no, I don't think I have.
No, that was one of my favorite one of his films. I think it's quite. I don't know if it's actually good or if it's just because I was younger.
I think the first time I found him was actually it was Deadpool.
Yeah.
The first Deadpool.
If Dwayne Johnson really is peeing in bowls and being late to set, then maybe it wouldn't be good to see him have a comeback. Maybe he should just.
Well, if he carries on that mindset, then no. But like,
but I don't know.
I feel like he deserves a second chance. Why not?
Yeah.
See what he can do in the creative industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with A24 as well. All right, you know, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to type in film news. Important. Sure. I don't want just any. James Bond boss. Wait, bloody cookies.
Oh, we could talk about Bond. Actually,
James Bond boss's offer update on new 007 film.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I also, Gladiator 2 is out now.
Oh,
yeah, I'm not hearing amazing things.
The thing I'm seeing is Gladiator 2 has debuted with a higher Rotten Tomatoes score than the original one.
Oh shit! I didn't hear amazing things.
To be fair, that doesn't surprise me though. To be fair,
I'm excited just because I quite like Paul Mescal and
I want to.
The first
I'm excited to see how he acts in it. Like, it's a very different role to what we've seen him in. I mean, obviously, I only really know him from Normal People, but like, it's interesting. And obviously, what was the other film called?
He's in After the Sun, which is quite good.
Yeah. But what was the one in the cinema?
All of Us Strangers.
Yeah, All of Us Strangers. Obviously, they're the 2 films I've seen.
Yeah.
So it's like him playing Gladiator is a very, very different role.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm kind of interested to see like how he acts in like Gladiator, because a lot of it's going to be like fighting sequences as well, which means he would have had to have a lot of choreography, and it's just like it kind of interests me to see actors like do fighting films to kind of like obviously I know a lot of it's probably body doubles and stuff or stuntmen, but like I'm interested to see if like he actually did do like if he pulled it off well, because it's not easy to do fighting scenes. Like I know that's going to be very hard to do that fighting scenes.
The other thing I wanted to ask you guys, if did you see the trailer for, I think it's called Next Level or Secret Level?
Oh, that sounds sick.
Have you heard of it?
No.
Marcus, you'll love this. You've watched Love, Death and Robots, right?
Yeah.
It's by the same creator of Love, Death and Robots, and it's an anthology series.
Secret Level,
about gaming, where each episode is a different game, but in like Love, Death and Robots style. Each episode is like an animated episode of a different game. They have God of War episode. They're having a God of War episode. And I can't remember what other games are on there. I think there's a Pac-Man one. I think there's a Halo one.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
That and the trailer came out, and I think it looks sick. But Mega Man, there's a Mega Man episode, Warhammer episode, Pac-Man. I think there's a Dungeons and Dragons one.
Nice. I haven't seen that, but
No, the trailer's just come out. It looks so cool. They have one for the game Concord, which apparently was like it was supposed to be like. Have you ever heard of Concord, Marcus? The game Concord?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen anything on it.
Apparently, it was like a lot of the comments were like talk about Concord when I watched the trailer. I think
I've definitely heard of the game Concord.
Apparently, Concord was meant to be like Sony's next like big game. Was it Sony? Yeah, I think it was meant to be Sony's like big, massive game. They were expecting it to be like a really successful hit, and they ended up having like 47 people playing at once, and it flopped massively. And they put it in this show, even though the game's like apparently flopped really badly.
This looks crazy.
Yeah,
I really
it looks really good.
The
animation looks insane. Yeah, I'm very excited. I want to see the Pac-Man episode, and I'm definitely going to watch the God of War episode. That's gonna be crazy.
Also, what are you guys? I mean, how are you guys feeling on the How to Train Your Dragon live action film?
Yeah, I saw the picture of that.
Are you looking forward to like? Do you think they'll do that justice?
How to Train Your Dragon is one of my favorite animated films.
That's what I mean. It's like literally one of my favorite. That just everything about that, like all the films, like that's just my childhood. Like,
I think
the music.
I think I don't want them to make it like the film though. I kind of want them to make it more like faithful to the book.
Well, it kind of looks
make
like
it a bit darker
at the
even.
moment. I mean, I don't know actually.
I did see the picture. The picture looked.
But the
like,
pictures
shot.
Obviously like him in the arena.
Yeah, I think that could be amazing. Though I'm excited, but
I'm just hoping they do the CGI role because like it's gonna
I just think
a lot of CGI.
I just think it'll be sick to see like live action Toothless. That's all I care about. I just want Toothless is one of my favorite.
Yeah, the CGI on that looked pretty good. I mean, I know it's just a still, but I'm expecting it to look a lot more kind of.
Wait, what for the picture? The picture of what for Action Dragon? I thought I didn't even see any CGI, isn't it? Just him and.
There was the still of Toothless.
Oh, there's a still of Toothless.
Yeah.
When did that come out?
Because it was that shot from the film, from like the animated show, but it's like a leaked. I think it's leaked. I think it's just a grab from the trailer premiere at wherever.
Oh, really? Oh, they premiered the trailer.
But yeah,
wait, no,
there was a still of Toothless, and I thought the CGI looked pretty good. I mean, we'll have to see what it actually looks like, kind of the motion, because it was just a still. But I thought it looked really good for
Oh, this looks sick. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, I thought it was going to look really, really.
Wait,
kind
how
of,
do you what?
MCU
You just type in Toothless
CGI, but it looks
CGI.
Really
yeah, so just write Toothless live action. Oh, that looks so cool.
You just go on images.
Yeah.
Oh. To be fair, yeah, that does actually look. That's kind of.
I mean, it's like a still, and it's a grainy still, so it may not be as great as it looks there. But if it's anything like that, it looks pretty solid.
The animation just looks too good already. Like it just looks. I just think that film is so beautifully animated. I don't think live action can come to close.
That's what I mean. Like it's going to be hard for live action.
I get making live actions for stuff, but like sometimes, to
be fair, One Piece.
When the animation,
I thought One Piece was quite a good live action.
Yeah, I respect the One Piece live action because it kind of brought more viewers to.
And like that,
I mean, One Piece is already one of the most viewed animes, but yeah, exactly. You did watch it for a while, right?
Well, that's what I mean. Like
there are 1,000 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have to give me some slack.
Cut
me some slack. But yeah, it meant that I could like. Sorry, you go.
Oh no, I think if you're gonna do a live action, you gotta kind of justify it. And a lot of like live actions and like not justified at all. Like a lot of live actions are literally just like shot for shot remakes of the original, like all the Disney ones.
Yeah.
But I think if they justify making this, like say like if they make it more like the book
and stuff,
in its tone and whatever.
But it's just I think people
and like One Piece was justified because you can't, like most people like the animated series for One Piece, or the anime, sorry, is not really approachable for like the general audience.
Yeah.
So like adapting that to a shorter form story that is more approachable
Sometimes I just
is
think it's cool when they like successfully bring these characters to life. It's just cool to see like,
yeah
how the actors like. I don't know. I think it's cool. I don't mind live actions. Like I'm a defender of like the Disney live actions, which a lot of them aren't that good and a lot of them aren't worth defending. But I just think people get so angry about it. I don't get it.
I
It's
know
like
they get
people are like,
like
oh,
pissed
why don't you
off.
just make original films instead? It's like they are releasing original films as well. Just what
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're why are you getting
Like,
so mad
I don't
about
understand
them
why people
releasing a
get
live
mad at
action remake? Just watch the original films they're making and
If
just
anything, it's
pretend it doesn't
more
exist. You know,
to
you don't
watch
but you
of
don't.
that film.
There's literally there's so many films. There's so many
Yeah.
films out there. Just don't watch it. You don't have to. You don't have to watch it.
And it's like I feel like that also puts off people doing live action films, which
Yeah.
I do get. Like people don't like it
Well,
because
they're
it's
not put off.
not
They're
like.
still doing it.
Well, yeah, they're still
I'm
doing it.
excited. I'm excited for the Lilo and Stitch live action. I'm gonna watch it.
But that's what I mean. Any films that become live action, films that become live action, I'm just more interested to see how they do it than anything else. Like it doesn't
Mhm.
bother me. Like if it's bad, then yeah, fair enough. Like
I think
it
people.
wasn't the best film, but still, like it brings more eyes to the original and also to the new one.
People thought the Lion King live action was kind of stupid because it's all CGI because obviously they're not real animals. So people argue that it's still an animated film, basically.
Well, to be fair, I do get that, but then
But I don't know.
it's
I
meant
thought it was
live
cool.
action's
I
like
quite
meant to
enjoyed.
be
I quite
like
enjoyed the live action.
realistic looking. I feel like that's what
Yeah,
live
yeah.
action should be. Like
Exactly.
it looks realistic at the end of the day. Obviously, they're gonna have to use CGI.
but
Like
to be fair,
it's
the
different to a cartoon.
Lion King was an animated film.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not
the
even
new
saying, I'm not even talking about the quality of that film. Like I actually haven't seen it, but that was an animated film. Like
It basically was
We
animated.
got to
Yeah.
see we got to see Seth Rogen as Pumbaa. I don't know how you can be mad about that.
yeah,
That was a gift.
Oh, by the way, apparently Red One has rounded up 3.7 million in previews
Okay,
on
so
Thursday,
it is out.
and then
Or it's not
tracking
good.
shows the movie opening in the 30 million to 35 million range, like in box office. That's what they're estimating.
Damn.
But then also Gladiator 2,
30
which is
million
kind
to
of
35.
yeah, that's what they've estimated for their
I don't
opening.
think that's not great.
Well, that's what I mean because the
That's a
film was
bomb,
250, but then Gladiator 2 is estimated to have around 80 million.
How
this
much
weekend.
is how much is Venom 3 made? Because that's out now as well. I need to watch that.
I don't think that did well.
I thought it
Did it?
okay, yeah.
I just
Apparently
didn't
it
hear it
is
making
I
that
think
big a
been
splash,
it's
but maybe it did
past
fine.
I think
400
it's one of the
million.
highest gross in the Sony
400
Yeah.
million.
films.
It's
Oh,
gone
okay.
past 400 million now.
Okay. And how long's it been
What-
out?
What was the budget? And also, how did the first two Venom films do? Because I guess that's like how you can
Well,
judge it.
I was saying what's it called? The Terrifier 3 was the highest grossing non-rated film of all time now. But then
I
it's
really
still
wanna
5
watch that.
million behind Joker 2, which I would have thought Joker 2 did terribly. I think it made
Nah,
a bit
I
of a
thought
comeback.
Joker 2 did terribly, right?
I think it made a bit of
Joker
a
2
comeback.
did do
I think
terribly.
people hate it, but I think it made money still.
I think Joker 2 did terribly in relation to Joker 1.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
don't think on its
100%.
own it did terribly. I think it did fine on its own, but in relation to Joker 1, it should have done like crazy numbers. And it obviously didn't because they didn't like it that much. No one
I'm
really.
trying to figure out.
And yeah.
Yeah. What are you searching at, Marcus? Marcus is like our producer.
Yeah.
He's like our, I don't know.
No, I just want to know. I don't know if what I said about
He's our
Venom was true. Okay, no, Venom: The Last Dance it has grossed 394 million, including 279 million internationally and 82 million from China. But the budget for the film. 1 second. The budget of the film was meant to be around 70 million.
Okay.
So they've actually made like a lot of money.
Well, do you guys think it's time to talk about our movie of the week?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
So basically, every week on the podcast, we pick a movie that we should all watch by the next week, so then we can talk about it and discuss it. And this week we had longer than usual. We had 2 weeks and a couple extra days. And then, have you guys watched the film?
Marcus, do
I
you want to go
haven't,
first?
but I've
Yeah.
got some interesting news.
So you guys both haven't watched the. What's
Well,
interesting news?
I was gonna say, so if you all wanted to know, Transformers One, it
Yeah.
was made with the budget of 75 million.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
do you want to know? Do you want to know how much they actually made from that 75 million?
How much?
Well, you want to know anyway, so I'm going to tell you. 130 million they've made so far.
Wait, sorry. So they've
They've
actually made.
nearly doubled their money. Yeah.
That's good. I thought a lot of people
That's good.
didn't watch it. I heard it went quite under the radar. No
I
one really
think-
knew
No,
what was
it
happening,
has done
but then
positive.
I think it's done well recently because the reviews have been so good. Like I
Yeah.
did watch it. I know neither of you watched it, which I think you guys should still watch it before
Oh,
next week.
bro, I'm 100%.
And we'll talk about
I
next
mean,
I
on the
wanna
next
watch
week.
it.
We'll have like a little catch up. We'll talk about 2 films next week. But I would just like to say I think it was incredible. I know, Luke, you're not really interested in watching it, but
Yeah.
I think you've got the wrong perception of the film. I think a lot of people thought the early trailer didn't look very good. Just seeing odd clips, I think, won't really. It's a very character-driven, incredible story. I don't say that lightly, but I think it was amazing. And it's maybe like Transformers again. I not only watched it, but I also watched the first Transformers 2007 film again, which is not as good. It's more of an action film. I'm not really into action, but the Transformers 1 is incredible. I think the animation's really good at times, and just the characters, because it kind of starts off. It's just their origins into how they became Megatron and Optimus Prime, because they don't start off that way. They start off as friends. And it's just really interesting. The characters are beautifully done. I want to talk about it in full with you guys next week, if you can watch it before next week.
No, I very much. I want to watch it. Like the trailer actually looks sick. And actually, going back to your point about Transformers 2007,
Yeah.
the budget was actually 150 million for that film. And you know how much they made?
How much?
So from 150 million, they made
Yeah.
709 million.
Damn. I mean, it was
it's
quite a
definitely
big film. I
beating
remember when I was
Transformers
younger, I
1
watched
right
it a lot of times. I really like. I think. What's his name? I keep calling him Sacha Baron Cohen. His name's not Sacha Baron Cohen.
Do you mean Sam?
Yeah, Sam. What's his name? The actor?
Sam Witwicky. I know
No,
that's the
that's the
character's name.
character. Right?
My bad. I was just testing you guys. His name is Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf
Oh,
is
yeah, okay.
Shia LaBeouf.
Cut that. Actually cut that. Okay, his name is Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, I actually really. I think he's a good actor. You know, I mean, I know he's probably. I think he's done some stuff. A lot of people don't like him in real life. I'm pretty sure he's been cancelled a couple of times.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think he's a great actor. Surf's Up is incredible, and he was incredible in Transformers. I think he brought a lot. Quite a pretty one-dimensional action film called Transformers. I think he brought a lot of comedy and a lot of a lot to that film. I don't think I would like it as much about him. That's why I didn't like any of the newer ones. Have you? But apparently, Rise of the Rise of the Beast is actually quite good, and it's a lot more It's like a reboot, and like Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast are like a reboot to the Transformers series, and it's a lot more faithful to like the source material. And I've heard that they're actually quite good films, so I think I'll watch them next because I still haven't watched them.
Yeah, I need to watch them.
No. What are you going to say? Apparently, what?
Well, I mean,
Is it going to be about budget again?
No. It's actually not about budget. It's about how'd you say his name again?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Sheila Bluth.
Bro, no, it's like it's Shia LaBeouf. It literally like says that. Like
It's the story of a wealthy
I don't
family.
know it was meant to be Shia LaBeouf.
How one lady.
Anyway, what I was going to say was I was just going to let you know about what apparently he was charged for. What apparently he is charged.
Oh
for,
yeah, okay.
What he got cancelled for. Apparently, it was from his former romantic partner, singer FKA Twigs. Apparently, she accused him of physically and sexually abusing her. But then 4 years later, he was walking down the red carpet. So this happened in 2020.
Yeah,
and
all
then
I knew, I didn't really
2024,
know what he
he's
did.
been
I just
walking
know
down the carpet.
I know he went to rehab and he wrote Honey Boy in rehab, and I thought Honey Boy was really good.
Well,
but-
apparently they met on the set of
And
20
then he did Peanut Butter
they
Falcon
met on the
that
set
as well.
of Honey Boy. That's where they
Oh,
met.
they met on the set of Honey Boy. Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh shit! So it was post Honey Boy this
with
happened.
his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, this happened in 2020.
Oh, okay.
I
Damn.
mean,
So
I
then-
think
But recently
Maybe that's
he's
why I
walked down
haven't
the red
seen him
carpet. So
as
like
much.
he's back in the filmmaking business, but obviously he's now like
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
deemed as one of the controversial and cancelled actors.
yeah. I mean, I
alongside John
know
Voight.
he was in Megalopolis recently.
Oh yeah,
That
he was.
Yeah,
but-
that's what he was walking down the carpet
Yeah,
for. It was
yeah.
in the
Although a
20
lot
That's
of
been in production for a while.
it was in the
I think
Cannes
a
Film
lot of
Festival.
shady people in Megalopolis.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
apparently his co-star
including
John
the
Voight
director.
and Dustin Hoffman. I don't know if they're his co-stars. I've just like
Yeah, John Voight was in it. John Voight's an
Yeah.
interesting guy.
apparently these were like
say the
the
least.
cancelled actors, cancelled
Yeah.
in quotation marks because obviously it could be allegedly. We don't know.
and I think Ford Coppola, for however good of a director he is, he's also a bit problematic. Um,
Well,
but yeah, and I think Megalopolis was just kind of shit from what
I
I've
haven't
heard as
seen
well.
it.
Oh,
I've heard
apparently-
a couple of people have said it's good. Most people have said it's bad. I'm actually really interested to watch it.
You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Adam Driver.
Yeah.
he's had like 5 years of just his career being ruined by taking terrible.
Well, I don't know. I
Is
thought
that
this
because
as well.
of his movie he did?
I thought this as well, but he was in a Noah Baumbach film called White Noise, which it wasn't too bad. I didn't hate it. And then he was in House of Gucci, which I didn't personally like, but it wasn't bad. And then he was in the Ferrari film.
Ferrari,
Is that what it's called?
yeah,
Ferrari?
yeah, Ferrari.
And
it's just Ferrari,
that I haven't watched it. I thought it was bad, but I talked to my friend Billy about it the other day, and he said it was like incredible.
I remember seeing this. I remember seeing
a-
the
when we
scene
were
in the
everywhere
cinema
for a lot
where
of-
like
I
the
think I
Ferrari...
need to watch it now
Do you
because
remember-
I
no,
apparently
To be honest,
he showed me some of the shots and like some of the cinematography. Is
No,
actually
it did
incredible.
look really good. Like from when we
To
were
be
doing
honest,
screen
like-
checks, I remember seeing one of the scenes of like the
Yeah.
cars like flipping out and killing a bunch of people.
No, I think Adam
Spoiler.
Driver can make a comeback.
Yeah, like it looks quite good to be honest. I actually would be down to watch that at some point.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, I'm always down for a comeback, but he seems to have got himself in a real like role.
So why? What's he done wrong?
he hasn't done
No,
anything
he's
wrong.
not done anything
I
wrong.
think it's
He's
just-
just had a really bad
been in
streak
quite a
of
few
films that have done really
films in a
badly
row
in the
that
box
haven't done as
office.
well, yeah.
Ah.
And it's kind of killed
But
off
no,
his
he's
career.
a great. He's done some incredible. Marriage Story is one of my favorite films, and I think his
Yeah.
acting in it is.
Yeah, to be fair, I think also
and
what-
Kylo Ren was good. Kylo Ren, as much as I
Yeah.
don't love
Kylo
the
Ren was probably the best
more
part.
recent, yeah, he genuinely, yeah, I would agree.
I think also what hurt his career was COVID. I think a few actors were really gonna kind of blow up around
Yeah.
that time, and then COVID happened.
Yeah,
And then right
the
after
acting
COVID,
strike.
the actor strike
Yeah.
happened, and a lot of actors like him, who were kind of posed to be A-listers, including kind of John Boyega as well. Another his co-star in Star Wars, obviously, kind of really, and Daisy Ridley, all three of them, who should have had like relatively solid careers moving forward from Star Wars, partially because Star Wars wasn't that well received, plus, COVID kind of killing everyone's career in that time, just really didn't go where they should have gone.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This is why Adam Driver's going. He's getting cancelled because he swore a fan after the fan said.
Everyone's getting cancelled.
Yeah, because apparently the fans said to him like they thought the crash scenes were cheesy in Ferrari. So apparently he's
yeah, my friend told me
And
they were
no,
very good.
everyone's getting cancelled, but also no one's getting cancelled. He's not getting cancelled.
Nah,
People
he's
are
not
just mad
getting
at him on
cancelled, to be
Twitter. You know,
Nah,
The-
he's
like-
definitely-
Also, can we bring it back real quick to the film
Oh, yeah,
of the
sure.
week thing?
Yeah.
Because we segued a little bit, but I think as well as you guys need to watch Transformers for next week, I think it'd be good if Luke can pick a new film. But before that, I just want to say, Marcus, have you watched Rebel Ridge, your selection yet?
was I meant to?
Well, I don't know. You weren't meant to. I just want. It was your film.
No, I was
pick.
going to, but I figured if we weren't going to talk about it,
Yeah.
I missed my chance, and I'm actually really sad.
Even though it was your pick, and
Yeah, I know.
you had watched most of the movie, you never finished it.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing.
That's
It's because
crazy.
I
So, of
I
the
just
two
annoyed-
films we've done so far, you've watched a
Yeah.
total of 0 of those films.
if you class it as hard, we can
So
agree.
let's see if you manage
Agree
to
to
watch the next
disagree.
one. Well, let's keep a counter of who watches these films every week. Let's see.
Nah,
I'm sure I'll
Luke,
miss one.
give us our new film and I'll watch it.
Yeah, Luke, it's your turn to
To be
pick.
fair,
one,
I
mate.
actually tried to watch Transformers 1, by the way, on multiple occasions. And again, it's just, I can't watch it because it's in cinema.
Yeah,
Wait, not like I was going to watch it obviously in the cinema. Like, obviously,
yeah, obviously.
I just meant like, I didn't have the money for it. That's what I was trying to say.
Luke.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about this, but you're putting me on the
We're
spot.
putting you on the spot, and just
Yeah.
pick one. Is there any films
So,
you've been thinking about watching recently that
Are we
you
doing like
wanna talk
new
about?
release films?
You can do whatever you want. I've personally picked new
film
release
we
films
haven't
because it's like
seen.
relevant, but it has to be a film none of us have seen that you want to watch and you would like to talk about on the podcast.
And preferably, I mean, it can be in the cinema, but preferably not in the cinema because I think I'll have a better chance of being able to watch that.
Well, it would be cool to go for a more
Gladiator
classic
2 would be
film.
really interesting. Though.
Yeah.
So a film that came out some time ago, maybe, to kind of take a bit of a look at like cinema, into like traditional cinema, not traditional cinema, but like take a look at a kind of more foundational film.
Citizen
in
Kane.
terms of filmmaking.
Yeah. I've already seen Citizen Kane. It's actually really good. I like it.
I haven't seen Citizen Kane, although I saw it was on like Mubi or something, and I was like, maybe I should check it out. But I'm not gonna suffer through Citizen Kane.
No, it's good. It's actually good. There's some really incredible shots in it.
No, I am sure it's good. I'm not doubting that it's good. It's just
Yeah, maybe you wouldn't like it. Well, what is there a film you have in mind then? What would your pick be?
I don't particularly have a film in mind, but I'm just shooting off the dome here. Kieran, you've watched too many films. All of the films I'm like, let's watch.
I've not watched that many films.
You've watched more of the films than
I'm
me,
sure.
I
I'm
think.
sure I haven't seen it. Whatever one you're thinking about.
Memory. It's got Liam Neeson in it.
I don't think Marcus would like Dinner with Andre, but that would be a good film.
Oh, My Dinner with Andre.
That's
That's a
really
good one.
good.
I've
That's
been
like a
wanting to
really
watch
good
that for so long.
screenplay film. And
I
that's been
even
on my watch
rented
list
that
for
on
some time.
Amazon Prime and then didn't watch
Yeah.
it.
No,
We could do
could
Dinner
watch
with
that.
Andre. I don't think it'll be Marcus's cup of tea.
Wait,
Yeah,
what does that mean though?
So My Dinner with Andre is a film with Wallace Shawn in it. Where it's basically the whole episode is just them sitting down having dinner together and just talking. It's been parody on multiple things.
Oh,
but I
it's
think
got
we've
this
seen it.
guy.
It's
He's
been-
from
Wallace Shawn. It's been
he's from Young Sheldon.
oh maybe
Yeah, he is. He is from Young Sheldon.
it's been parodied on many things. I think you've seen Rick and Morty, for instance, had an episode called My Dinner with Rick Andre, which is a reference to this film.
Wait, so you're
And
telling me it's a film that's all
the whole
all
film
over
is just
dinner?
two people sitting down having dinner and talking.
Yeah,
And I've heard it's really good. There also is a Community episode.
one of the best
There's
community.
one of the
episodes.
best Community episodes where
Such good.
Abed sits down and tries to recreate the film by talking to Jeff. Which I
But if
know
you don't want to
an
do
episode
Dinner with
yet, but
Andre,
I think
because
we should do Dinner with
I
Andre.
was
I'll
thinking
give it a chance.
we could do Fargo.
Yeah,
as well.
it gives Marcus a chance to
It's
like
not black and
explore-
white, is it?
no.
No, it's not black and white.
Right.
It gives
But it is a
Marcus-
movie that Marcus would probably never watch.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. But that's why it's interesting. 'cause
So
we
yeah,
get
it'll be
the-
cool,
He
yeah.
probably won't watch it anyway. He hasn't watched any of our films so far.
Well, you're not selling it really. With it's all in one scene of a
Yeah,
dinner
but
table.
you have
so
to
I'll
watch
try my
it.
best.
It's part of the thing, man. You gotta watch it. I would watch whatever.
I was thinking Fargo.
I watched
as well.
Rebel Rich,
I
which
really need to
actually
watch- I really need to watch Fargo.
yeah, Fargo is another one. I
What's it
want to
called?
I want to watch the I kind of want to watch them and the Coen Brothers films in order though.
Which one? Which is the Coen Brothers film you need to watch next?
I think it's I watched Blood Simple and then I watched the Raising Arizona, so I'm on the next one after that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's another. I was thinking of Leaving Las Vegas.
Or Miller's Crossing. That's the one I'm on. Miller's Crossing.
Leaving Las Vegas has been on my watch list for ages.
Yeah.
That's the Nick Cage one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to watch that as well. I
Should
do
we
think
do that
but
instead of Dinner with Andre?
Dinner with Andre is a good pick, but I was like,
With
Okay,
the budget,
Dinner with Andre
the
is good. I
budget
really
for
want to watch.
Dinner with
Maybe
Andre
Marcus
was
would like it.
$475,000, and they actually made $5 million from it.
why are you getting so interested in the budget of all these
I
films?
don't know. I just
Okay,
statistics I
Let's
can
go.
find.
Let's go back to the pod. Okay, yeah. So wait, let's.
And the screenplay writer, his name is Andre
That's
Andre
crazy.
Gregory.
Damn.
Well, one of them. The other one's Wallace Shawn. but,
Wait,
like,
wait. Save that for
No,
when
but
I
Andre
announce.
Gregory's the actor as well. They both play
Well,
themselves.
he was the screenplay and the actor then.
Yeah, yeah. They
I'll,
both play
I'll announce.
themselves.
I'll announce the film, and then you go. And the budget of it. Okay, let's do that.
Well, I need to know what the
No,
film
no,
is first.
bro. What? I'm
No.
probably gonna use the.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm probably gonna use like parts of this. Like,
Nah, hit me.
Okay.
Okay.
What film?
So my film this week that I'm gonna pick is Dinner of Andre with Andre. Um,
You know, that's
Go
actually
again, go
really
again, go again,
interesting.
redo it. You messed it up.
okay, read it. We'll
Redo it,
redo
redo it.
Redo it.
I'll just cut in actually.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm using all of this. Like,
Make it sound natural, Marcus.
Yeah, well.
So my film this week is gonna be Dinner with Andre.
Oh, that
Um,
actually that reminds me. Yeah, Dinner
Yeah?
with Andre. Their budget, right? You ready for this? Was $500,000, and you know how
Wow,
much they
that's
made?
not that much money for a film. How much did they make?
They made 5 million, which means
Wow.
they literally
what?
made 10
That
times
is-
the amount of the budget.
That is
Wow.
crazy.
That's a crazy fact.
Yeah.
That's one of my best facts I've ever said.
Every single
That's one of
person on my letterbox has given that's watched this film, which is a good like 7 people, has given it either 5 stars or 4.5 stars.
Nice.
Look, I
Yeah.
will watch it. I will.
Yeah, well, bro, you
I
should
mean,
watch
I will
Transformers
watch it.
1. You've got 2 films to watch now. We need to watch
I mean,
Transformers 1 and
I'm not one to talk this week because I also didn't watch
exactly.
Transformers 1, but I let's put a bet on the percentage of Marcus actually watching.
Can I
No,
join
no.
this
If
bet?
we bet on it, then he'll actually watch it.
Yeah.
Can I join the bet?
No, you can't because then you'll just watch the film and get free money.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
yeah.
It's a loophole.
Yeah, it's a loophole. That means we're just paying you to
Yeah.
to watch the film.
Yeah, but you guys weren't meant to realize that yet.
Okay. Well, the other thing I wanted to say, which I think we should say every time we get to this segment,
We've done
is,
a remake of Andre.
have they?
Oh no, it's
Have
documentary.
either of you
Andre
watched
Gregory.
any films this month other than
Oh yeah, I've
Rebel
watched.
Ridge?
I've been on a not a huge film streak, but I have watched.
You've
a
been
few
on a
that I've
huge
watched.
film streak and you haven't fucking watched Transformers 1.
Not a huge film streak, but I have
Okay,
watched
yeah.
a few films. I've watched. Actually, I've only shit. I thought I'd watched more films. Well, I rewatched The Apprentice, but I think I said that last week.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
But the
Well,
film I did
3 weeks
watch. Oh, that's why that's why I think I've watched a few. I've kind of started a few films that
Okay.
I dropped and told myself I was going to come back to. I started watching Robot Dog, which is really good, but like you kind of have to be in the mood for it. No, it's not Robot Dog. It's
Robot Dreams.
Dream Robot.
Robot Dreams.
Robot Dreams. Yeah,
Yeah. I've watched that film. I really
Um,
like Robot Dreams.
it's really
You
good.
do have to be
It's
in the
really
mood for
good.
it. But
yeah.
my roommate just watched it the other day as well. We were talking about it. I think it's a really good film.
And then
The ending's quite nice.
yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's
I'm
wholesome.
quite excited. It's like really.
It's good.
really
It's
nice.
I like them making more animated films like that. You know.
I'm also watching a film called The Settlers, which is about like cowboys in Chile.
Yeah.
Like doing colonization, and it's really interesting. But it's a foreign language film, or partially a foreign language film. And when I started watching it, I was like way too tired to even watch an English language film, and I just could not follow any of it.
Mm.
So I also need to get back to that. But the cinematography in that is like incredible. Also The Penguin,
Oh yeah.
which apparently I say wrong.
I'm watching that as
but-
well, but you finished it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's absolute cinema. I really liked The Penguin. I think it has a great ending, and it just makes me want to see Batman Part 2. But we're not going to see that film for 2 years. So and then I watched Hereditary, which I was kind of disappointed in. I can't lie.
Yeah, we talked about that because
It's been
Like
hyped up to me
Hereditary.
by a lot of people.
including me, because I
Yeah,
hate horror
including
films, but I think Hereditary was amazing.
I
Hereditary made me enjoy horror films.
thought it had some excellent shit in it.
Yeah.
Like some of the tension building was so well done. The acting from literally everyone, but particularly the lead. I'm forgetting her name now, and I thought the husband of the lead was particularly like fantastic.
Mhm.
That scene, that one scene,
The one scene, yeah, it's very good.
is
I'd
insane.
recommend Hereditary. It's a different kind of film. It's kind
Yeah,
of more creepy and unnerving, and I
I
don't
think it's definitely worth a watch. I personally didn't gel with it as much because I don't really like horrors either, but also um it
other
just
than
wasn't for me.
I watched a
I think it's
lot.
spoilers to say why it
Yeah,
wasn't for
yeah.
me, so I won't go into it. But it just wasn't for me. Um,
I watched a lot of horror films in October, and
yeah,
because I was trying to watch one horror film every day, I only made it like 20, 21 days. But the
yeah,
my favorite, other than Shaun of the Dead, which that's good for different reasons, but that's obviously gonna be my favorite horror film.
yeah,
But it's a comedy horror. Hereditary was my favorite just because I love the creepiness. It reminded me kind of
yeah.
Haunted of Hill House, which is one that's what made me actually like
Yeah, I think Marcus,
the
you would
show.
really like it. It's really, I mean, I think one of the best parts of it is the cinematography.
Yeah,
It's
and it
amazingly
was his
shot. I mean,
it was Ari Aster's debut film as well.
yeah, yeah,
I also watched a film called Oculus, which I really liked, which is very similar to the show Haunted of Hill House, but it's got Karen Gillan in it. Um, it's kind of like a shorter version of. It felt very similar, like structure wise, to Haunted of Hill House. But yeah, it's a very good film. It's directed by Mike Flanagan, who was the director of that show. He also did Doctor Sleep and Hush. Um, but no, it was it. That was quite a good film as well. I'd recommend that, as well as Saw. Saw was very good.
mm,
I watched Late Night with the Devil, which I actually really liked. I know a lot of people hate it for the reason of the fact that they used AI in the film. To It was a lot of controversy, I think, when the film came out, because I think it's a film that's kind of set on a like talk show, and a
mm,
bunch of shit happens on the talk show. But they use like "We'll be right back" images, and I think they use AI to create those images, if I'm not mistaken, which caused a lot of controversy. People genuinely just hate the film just because of that, and
yeah,
it's kind of for a lot of people ruined the incredible performances and the really unique and interesting film.
yeah.
But I thought, as a film, take that aside and you don't think about that. It was a good, well made film.
I think
It was very different. I haven't seen anything like in that structure before, and yeah, David. I don't know how to say his name. David Das Malachian. I probably completely messed that up. He did an incredible job. I've never seen him
yeah,
do that kind of role before, and I thought it was a great film.
yeah. I think the whole AI thing is something that's going to get ironed out in the next few years in terms of what people
Yeah,
actually
it's
think about
interesting.
it, because I don't think people
It's a hard one. It's a hard,
like
especially if that in that
it's a
case
hard one. Yeah,
I would feel differently if the AI if the AI had like more shit like the the editing or the camera and the actors, and but it's just a couple of like images, which is still bad because they're taking jobs away from
yeah,
the graphic designers, and it is awful that they did that. But I don't know. It's hard.
yeah,
It's a good film, and it's hard that it sucks that we can't use that because they made that stupid mistake. But
yeah.
they shouldn't have done it. I
There's
think.
gonna have to be like some laws written and some decisions made internally within the film industry, and also just legislatively,
Yeah.
about how AI is used in art and cinema. And when that happens, I think we'll have a much kind of better understanding of what's ethical and what's not ethical. But now we're in such a weird area of it's kind of like a new toy for studios to cut costs and cut budgets,
Yeah.
and like business does as business does, and it will do that. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I do feel really bad for that film, particularly that guy. I would butcher his name as well if I said it.
Yeah.
But um, I've watched a few interviews with him, and he seems to have a real interesting
He has
approach
been
to
cast
acting.
in season 2 of the One Piece live action we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
That's
nice.
why I'm quite like happy to see him and stuff at the moment. I'm very excited to see him in live action One Piece.
Mm.
He plays one of the broke work agents for anyone that has seen One Piece and is curious. Which you got mean nothing to you guys, but they
Well, Marcus, have
brought
you
up
watched
earlier on.
anything?
Yeah, Marcus, have
I
you?
literally, I don't think I've watched any films.
You've been gaming, right?
Well, I've been
And
mainly
working,
gaming and
doing
playing.
Brighton.
I'm watching Hunter x Hunter, and
Hunter x Hunter is incredible, man. Hunter x
if I'm
Hunter.
watching anything, I don't really watch films. I'm trying to like watch like TV shows.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I watched mostly.
Just
TV.
because like I've been watching a lot
What
of
TV have
Dexter,
you been-
a lot
Oh
of
shit! Seriously,
yeah Dexter.
I've been watching Dexter, bro.
Lucifer,
What season
I've
are
been
you on?
watching a lot of Lucifer. Dexter, I'm on. I can actually find.
I just
don't
can't watch
actually know
Dexter.
'cause
I
I've-
know that the ending is
Okay,
terrible.
that's the other thing I'm mostly watching. I fucking love Dexter.
Bro,
I've
Dexter's
never watched
such
it
an
before.
elite
It's
show, man.
so good. Oh my god, I'm on season.
And then
4 now.
when I heard like I forgot that name now because it's been. I started watching it at the beginning of the month, but I forgot.
Who?
You know the black guy. I forgot his name.
Dokes.
Dokes. Yeah, when he said surprise, motherfucker, I did not
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah,
I
that's
did not
from Dexter.
realize that's where it came from, and it just caught
Yeah.
me so off guard because it like literally, obviously, it's literally the meme. So I was just like, wait, what the fuck?
Dexter
did they
is
just-
such like
It's a really smart show. I'm on
it's
season
really
3
interesting
apparently.
because it's
That's
like
what I'm on.
it's like a mixture of kind of like a generic, kind of like NCS, like
It's
9/11,
kind of like yeah,
like,
that's what, and it's
kinda
like,
like-
a thriller.
like
It's not a
kinda-
thriller, but
kind of
you're on-
shitty,
you're on
like
edge.
TV reality cop show with this mixture of like this Breaking Bad thriller element, and it's
yeah,
such
that's
a,
what I mean. Like
it's
you
such a
don't
cool
want him
mixture
to
where
get
it's like
caught.
easy to watch, but it's also like a really like cool, interesting psychological character breakdown. Oh, it's so good.
And they
It
kind of
will-
make you like feel bad, like not feel bad, but like even though Dexter's literally a murderer, like I actually like root for him.
He
Like,
I
He
found him
murders
like
bad
really
people, right? That's like the
yeah
like,
that's
yeah,
like the
yeah. Well,
whole
basically, he's basically like a psychopath anyway. Like he's always been like he's always had dark thoughts, and he's like killed animals and stuff.
as
Like
soon
when he
as
was
I
younger,
found
but his
out.
dad's a police officer, so
As-
like they basically he trained him to like.
Wait,
kill and
Marcus, have you seen where you're at?
Yeah, I'm on season 3, episode 3.
Oh my, bro, season 3. Oh my god,
Is
As-
season 3 good?
yeah, all I'm gonna say, Miguel Prada. Oh my
Bro,
god,
it's just
he
getting
is-
really intense because
he
he's
is
like
one of
best
the
friends.
best characters.
He's best friends with that. Is it?
Yeah, Miguel Prada. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. He's
Oh
like
my
best friends
God.
with him, and it's like really like off-putting because it's like. I mean, obviously, I don't want to say.
yeah,
anything
the
to
10,
hear him
yeah,
say,
yeah.
As
But,
soon
like,
as I
when
saw what
obviously,
the
like-
show was about, I was really tempted to watch it. But I think just
No,
the
honestly, you
ending,
should watch
honestly,
it.
the
Kieran,
ending
you'll
is
really
just
like
so. I just started Game of Thrones, which I already know is going to be a disappointing ending. I don't want to put myself through another show.
The thing is,
that doesn't
Kieran,
have a good
the thing is,
ending.
Kieran, it's not like Game of Thrones. I mean,
They
I'm sure
I
Game
heard
Game of
they ended
Thrones-
it terribly, and then they did Dexter New Blood and did it even worse.
yeah. Well,
Really?
all I would say, Kieran, is because it is a bit more like a generic kind of cop drama show.
Yeah,
You can just take it season
That's what
by
I mean.
season. You know,
but then I
like
don't
you
wanna-
don't
I'm
have to.
I want.
It's not like Breaking Bad where the ending is going to pay off the whole show. I mean, I haven't seen the ending. I'm on
Yeah, I haven't
season
seen the
two.
ending either.
I did it for Game of Thrones. It just sucks.
Like
to
you
watch
can
the
just
show
watch it season by season,
knowing
and the
it's gonna
first
be
two seasons are their own self-contained story. Then season 3 is its own thing, and then season 4 is its own thing. And then I'm sure when it gets to the end, like things start getting wrapped up, and I'm sure it's really annoying how they do that because it has got a really bad rap of how they end it.
I can't
But
lie. The
I
first
think you
season
just-
was actually elite.
Oh my
Like,
god, the first two seasons,
like I genuinely, Kieran, I think like I know Game of Thrones is a shit ending, and I can't say. I mean, I haven't seen Dexter, so I don't know what like the ending of
Yeah.
Dexter is. But I already went into Game of Thrones knowing the ending was shit, but it was so worth it because like all the other stuff, like in Dexter, even though I now know like the ending's gonna be shit, I was hoping obviously it wouldn't be, but I didn't know that. But either way, like. The first season, oh my god, is actually
Yeah.
like plot twist after plot twist. And you're just
exactly, and
watching,
I
like,
think
it makes you really engaged because it's not like Game of Thrones where like Dexter, you're trying to figure out what like
yeah,
without spoiling it, you're trying to figure out a main antagonist in the first season and like kind of like try and figure out who it is. And I can't
Yeah.
like Luke. I actually did guess it. I actually got it right. I kind of
Oh, yeah?
had a weird suspicion about it.
bro.
I don't know
oh,
why. I just like
I know
I
we
just
can't
had a
talk about it
weird
now, but I
suspicion.
really want to talk to you about.
when I
like, the
found
first
out, I
3
was like,
seasons.
God damn! And I
Yeah.
was thinking, I think you'll actually really like the first. You'll like the show a lot. I think you'll like it. It's kind of a show where like I
Yeah.
know that you kind of can just watch it, and it's not like
Exactly.
it's, not
like
intense like Game
as
of
like
Thrones and
it's not like
serious.
building up to some big finale like Game
Yeah,
of Thrones.
like-
It is just its own thing
First season
like,
has its
season to
own
season.
thing. Second season
Yeah.
has its own thing. Third season has its own
because
thing.
each one
So,
of the
like,
seasons has its own contained murder, like
Yeah.
serial killer.
And that's why Game of
So-
Thrones is really bad, because it leads up to that ending, which is why
Yeah.
people hate the ending so much, because it's like
Yeah.
it leads up to this massive point, and you've waited so long, like literally 6 seasons for like this big finale to finally 7 seasons, like for this big finale to finally happen, and the 8th season just turns out to be really shit.
Well, especially
But
when
that's just like different. That's what I mean. Like
Game of Thrones. It's like
that's what I mean. Like
that-
people like
you
feel like they
actually- it
wasted their
doesn't
time.
matter how that
That's,
ends.
yeah, that is literally exactly. But like Dexter, I feel like from first season to my season now, it kind of doesn't, like, you don't really, like, you don't hear anything from the first season. Like it kind of just moves on to the next season, if that makes sense.
Like there are
That's why-
remnants, and like it matters kind of, but you
It
can
kind
just
of
watch
matters, but it
season-
doesn't. Like
You can
yeah.
watch season 1 contained, and it's just a season of television. Then you can watch season 2, and it's its own thing.
That's
and then
why I
season
wouldn't be
3 is
too worried about
really
the
its own
ending,
thing. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
because the ending doesn't. I mean, obviously it links to the main character, I'm sure, but it doesn't really matter. Like the first few seasons are always going to be elite because it's like different
Yeah.
to what the ending's going to be, I'm sure.
The only thing I've done that for, like where I've just stopped watching and just treated like not the last season as the last season was Arrested Development. I just pretended it.
Yeah,
never
yeah. I know on my
I never
rewatch
watched
of
it.
Arrested Development, I never go past season 3 now.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I
I wa-
recently rewatched it and I tried watching the new seasons, and I don't know. I never got too far into it. I think it was just
Yeah.
the structure's too different, and then like the green
Yeah,
screen, how they green
particularly
screen
season
everyone in.
4.
Oh, I kind of want to watch Hannibal as well.
You should watch
Yeah.
Arrested Development, Marcus. Arrested Development is one of the greatest sitcoms
Yeah.
of all time as well.
Oh my god, the first 3 seasons are like the most elite writing
Yeah.
of a sitcom.
What's it about?
It's about, like-
Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, bunch of really good actors, and it's just about. It's kind of like Succession, but if it was a comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just it's really funny.
No,
It's
I'll
kind
give
of
it a
got
go.
an
I have
interesting
heard of it
structure.
quite
It
a
has
few
like
times,
a
actually.
has like a
It's so
voiceover.
funny.
It's just
It's
hilarious.
also
David
really
Cross
easy
is in
to
it.
watch. It's very
incredible. Yeah,
it's
easy to
very
watch.
it's a bit Sunny-esque, and it's kind of like it's following bad people doing bad things,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like in such a hilarious way.
Or
but it's
Michael
also
Cera
great.
is in it, and I think it was one of the first things he did because he's really young in the.
Yeah.
He plays it. He's like a kid because he's like when he made it, he's like the younger character. But no, I think you would quite like Arrested Development as well.
Yeah.
What's it on though? Like, how do you watch it? How
Netflix.
do you
It's
watch
just
it
on Netflix.
Oh, it's on
And
Netflix.
it's on Disney Plus as well, I think. I think it's on
Yeah,
both places.
Dexter and all that stuff's on Netflix. That's why
Yeah.
I only really use Netflix to like.
Well,
not
that's
only
why I
really,
started
but, like,
watching Dexter.
That's
just
why I
'cause
like
need to
when
watch.
stuff's on Netflix. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Like I'll definitely if Arrested Development's on Netflix, I'll watch that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
really.
I do think, Kieran, you should start Dexter. If I start Arrested Development, I feel like you should start it just to see if you like it. You don't
I
even need
think
to
you
watch
would
it,
really like Dexter.
but
Well-
you can just get into the first few episodes and see.
I'll
if
give
it's
it a
something you
watch. I'll give it a watch. I'll give it a couple episodes.
I'm just kind of interested to see if you would like it. to be
Before
honest.
I'll give it the 3-episode rule and I will we can talk about it on the next episode because we
I
have been
do
kind of
think
waffling for a
first
while.
3 episodes. Yeah.
I do
Sorry.
feel
The
like
first
we
3
should
episodes
end-
will
Yeah,
engage you.
I
Wrap
think
up
we'll
this
wrap that
episode.
up. You can.
The first 3
cut
episodes will
all of
engage
it.
you.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So I would like to say thank you all for listening. I'm just
Yeah,
just gonna
sorry about the ramble.
no, but if they've seen any of those TV shows, that might be interesting. If they've not, maybe less interesting, but still,
Yeah.
maybe you guys convince some of our listeners to watch Dexter.
Yeah,
Honestly, is elite.
No,
it's really good.
but yeah, we'll see you again next week. Maybe we'll have a guest on by then. We have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Just working out the logistics of who our first guest will be and
Yeah.
when we can record that episode scheduling wise. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for listening. Any closing remarks, either of you?
Watch Dexter.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
watch Dinner
Sorry,
with
I'm just-
Andre.
I
And yeah,
just-
watch Dinner with Andre, and then you can talk about
Yeah.
it with us next week. And Transformers 1, if you'd rather.
Yeah,
talk
well, I
about
want to
both
watch
these guys,
Transformers
need to
1.
watch
100% I'm going to
via-
watch that.
And make your bets in the comments of who's gonna
For the Jake
watch
Paul
the
and Mike
films.
Tyson fight.
and the Jake
Yeah.
Paul Mike Tyson fight, which is 4 a.m. Tonight.
All right.
Who do you think's gonna win that? By the way,
Oh, Jake Paul, probably.
Jake Paul. Alright.
Jake Paul.
I'm gonna go Mike Tyson. I'm gonna be a
I really want I want Mike Tyson to
gonna
win.
call it.
But
Yeah.
if I was to ask, like, if
I want
someone
Mike
was to tell
Tyson
me,
to. I want Mike Tyson to.
like, I
murder
actually
Jake
want him
Paul.
to knock him
I
out.
want him
but,
to
like,
murder him.
If
No,
I
I don't
was
even want
to
him to
say
knock
who's
him
going to
out.
win, I
want
probably
him to,
would
like-
say Jake Paul. Only because Jake Paul, I always think every opponent Jake Paul goes against, I'm always like, yeah, no, I think the other person's going to win. And Jake Paul just fucking does something that just,
Well, he lost.
it's
to
either
Andre.
like, yeah, but that was like, was a close one still though.
Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching and listening, and that's all. We'll see you next
That's all.
time.
In the next one.